It was raining again, the kind of cold, persistent drizzle that clung to your skin and made the streetlights shimmer like ghosts. I was halfway through my walk home from a late shift at the station when I saw her. She stood beneath the flickering light of an abandoned phone booth. Pale. Unmoving. Drenched in black robes that somehow weren't soaked by the rain. I slowed, instinctively clutching the handle of my umbrella tighter. Her eyes glowed, not metaphorically, but with an eerie amethyst hue that cut through the dark. And then she spoke. "There you are, my husband. I've been looking for you." I blinked. "I think you've got the wrong guy." She tilted her head slightly, like a cat confused by a toy. "No. It's you. You're my bonded mate. My husband." I was about to laugh, maybe even call someone, but she took a step forward. Her boots didn't make a sound, and the rain around her didn't dare touch her. "I'm not married," I said, backing away. "Never have been. Not to anyone. Definitely not to some vampire cosplay girl." She frowned at that, not in offense, but disappointment. "Your memory's still gone." She opened her palm. A shimmering disc rose from her hand, projecting an image into the air, a recording of a man, me, standing beside her. Laughing. Holding her hand under a sky of twin moons. "This is from Ixari's 9. 2 lunar cycles ago. The bonding ritual. You told me you'd find me again if we were ever separated." I stared at it. At me. Same face. Same scar near my jawline. Same dumb laugh I heard in bathroom mirror rehearsals. "No," I muttered. "This has to be some trick." "You were taken during the Crimson Rift invasion. The mind leeches erased parts of your memory to weaken our bond. I tracked your essence here, to this primitive world." That should have been my cue to run. Maybe call the cops. But something deep inside me stirred, an ache, like remembering a tune you once loved but can't quite name. "Who are you?" I asked. "My name is Silithra Varn," she said. "I am a hybrid born of the Blood Nebula. A vampire of the outer moons, and your chosen life partner." I would have laughed if not for the sincerity in her voice. She wasn't pretending. Her eyes didn't waver. And that hologram. It was me. She extended a hand. "Come with me. Let me show you the truth." I let her into my apartment. I don't know why. Maybe curiosity. Maybe some unspoken force tugging at my spine. She moved like a shadow, graceful and noiseless, her glowing eyes scanning every object like it might leap at her. "I expected your dwelling to have more weapons," she said, taking a seat on the armrest of my couch. "You always had blades near every entrance. You feared being ambushed." "Well," I muttered, grabbing a towel for her though she somehow wasn't wet. "I also used to wet the bed when I was 5. People change." She sniffed the air. "You still hate mushrooms. That hasn't changed." "Okay, creepy." She looked at me, softer now. "You really don't remember, do you?" No. But that was a lie. Because images were already flickering at the edge of my mind. Twin moons. Crimson seas. A long corridor of mirrors. A hand reaching for mine. I sat across from her, arms crossed. "All right, let's say I believe you. Why me? Why Earth?" Her voice was steady, like someone who'd rehearsed this speech countless times. Earth was one of the few places you hadn't yet visited during your off-world campaigns. After the Rift War, your memories fractured. I traced your soul thread here, a fragile echo, but it led me to this version of you. The you before your past awoke. "Okay," I said slowly, "even if all that's true, what do you want from me?" She hesitated. "The Crimson Rift is spreading. My people believe you're dead. But if they knew you were alive, if they knew our bond endured, they might unite again. We need you." "Lady," I fix water main breaks for a living. Not exactly warlord material. She stood, crossing the room in an instant. Her hand cupped my cheek, cold but gentle. You were more than a warrior. You were hope. And for a moment, just one, I believed her. The following days were surreal. Silithra refused to leave my side. She slept, or rather, meditated, suspended midair in the corner of my bedroom. She didn't eat food. She drank plasma packs from a vial she kept inside her robes. Said it was synthetic, ethically sourced. At first, I tried to ignore her. Go to work. Watch TV. Pretend she was just a hallucination. But then odd things started happening. A strange symbol burned itself into my bathroom mirror. My reflection sometimes blinked when I didn't. And one night, I dreamed, vividly, of a battlefield where I led an army of armored giants against a horde of crimson beasts. Silithra was at my side, covered in blood, laughing like a goddess of war. The next morning, I found a shard of alien metal beneath my pillow. Your memory is stitching itself back, Silithra said. I don't know if I want it to, I replied. It came to a head when they arrived. 3 figures, cloaked in bone-white armor, appeared in the alley behind my apartment. Silithra sensed them before I saw them. They found us, she said, fangs elongating. Leech spawn. Mind parasites. We ran. Through rooftops, across traffic, up the fire escape of a warehouse I never noticed before. The sky shimmered red. Lightning cracked without sound. They cornered us at the top. You do not belong here, one hissed, its voice like nails dragged over metal. Return with us. Or be erased. Silithra stepped between us. Touch him and I'll burn your minds from existence. You were powerful once, vampire. Now you cling to memories. To a broken oath. I was frozen, watching the woman who claimed to be my wife raise her hands, conjuring a shield of shimmering obsidian light. The leech creatures attacked. I don't remember running. I don't remember choosing. But something in me snapped. I stepped forward. And screamed. A shockwave burst from my chest. The warehouse exploded in a ripple of blue light. The creatures vanished in dust and smoke. Silithra caught me as I collapsed. You're waking up, she whispered. Your old self is returning. That night, I asked her everything. She told me about the oath we made, how we were the last of 2 dying species, how we bonded through a blood promise, tying our life forces together. How I volunteered to go undercover on Earth to hide from the rift. How much of me is real? I asked. Is any of this life mine? You built this life while forgetting, she said. It is still yours. But so is the life before. You're both men. Human and something more. I looked at her. Her pale skin, her strange eyes, the way she watched me like she still loved someone I wasn't sure I was. Do you love me? I asked. I always have, she replied. And I kissed her. A week later, I left Earth. Not because I hated it, but because I remembered. Everything. Silithra had been my light in a dark war. I had chosen her. Fought for her. Died once for her. And now, reborn, I owed her, and the galaxy, a second chance. We flew from Earth in a ship shaped like a dying star. My old armor waited inside. The sword I once wielded had been reforged. And beside me sat the woman who, even in a world that had forgotten her, remembered me.